I'm definitely a comedian.
Yeah.
I can say that one thing with confidence. But so I've tried TV, and I try it and it doesn't work, and then I go back to comedy. And then if something I'm doing as a stand-up leads me back to like, hey, this might be a show, then I'll try anything that I think might be good. I don't care about like, well, I failed at it before. You know what I mean? Who cares? Try it again.
15,000 people laughing at your jokes. That's kind of an amazing feeling. But also having them sit there looking at you, listening is really great too. But I always see, I've done it 3 times now, and it was the same every time, that they're all laughing, the show's going great. But what I see are, there's at least, in 15,000 people, there's like 1,000 disappointed people. There's like 1,000 people.
No.
And they're dotted, I see them all. Well, the more people you reach, and the more people that see you, the more people are going to think that you suck. That's just a law of mathematics.
Yes, but
you can't please everybody.
Let me explain it to you this way. If, in fact, that's true, why would those people go to the trouble of ordering the tickets online and showing up?
This is just miserable. I don't know. They just like to go to...
I want to do a better show every time I'm on stage. I mean, part of it is that I want what I do to keep getting better. I wouldn't like it if I stopped trying really hard. It isn't a neurosis like, oh, geez, I hope they like me. This is what I do. I got to do it really, really well.
I do a set tonight, and I ain't wasting any time. I got a list of stuff I want to try. I want to make sure that this set makes me better. I started to think every set I do has to make me better comic.
There's a huge challenge in not having your old act, but I think you rise to the occasion. You don't rise to the occasion if you don't put the void there. Like one thing I started doing when I was developing hours is I'd take my closing bit and I'd open with it.
Right.
Just to myself. Just because then I have to follow my strongest bit. When I started doing that, you get rid of all your best weapons, and you have to, or else you're dead.
But don't you think sometimes
it brings something out?
When we just...
I wrote and directed Pootie Tang.
But then didn't the studio lose faith in you during it?
Yes, they sure did, yeah.
And they took you off the film.
They took me to Paramount, those gates. It's like you feel like that you're going to the White House. And I went to John Goldwyn's office. He was Samuel Goldwyn's grandson.
He's a big guy. I know that guy.
Yeah. And so I'm in his office. I'm in the most important office at Paramount. He was running the studio at the time, and I remember I walked in and he's shaking a little. He was so mad. And he just unloads. Everybody was there that was involved in the movie. And he just unloaded on me and said, this movie is unreleasable. You have wasted my money. This is irresponsible. I have a problem with everyone here. But here's the thing.
How do you go on in show business after something like that?
I'll never forget that moment because I feel all I wanted to do was make movies at the time, and it was being destroyed by Samuel Goldwyn's grandson.
He knows something.
Yeah, a little bit. Right. And I'm sitting there, but a part of me was outside of my body going, you are in the Paramount big office being yelled at by, how cool is this?
Really? You were able to?
Yes, I was able to enjoy it.
You turned it into a positive.
Absolutely, because who gets to have that very rare, beautiful experience to get to have
it? There are some people who like to just show up and do a show and get a check.
Yeah.
And they don't think about, like, I'm interested in everything. Like, when I tour and they tell me, hey, you're doing the Chicago theater and here's how much you're making, and they tell me this big, exciting number, then I ask them, well, how much are the tickets? And then they go, well, in order to pay you that, they're charging $50 a ticket. I don't want people to pay $50 a ticket to see me. How much do I get paid if they pay $30 a ticket? Well, geez, it's only this. And I'm like, well, that's more money than my dad made in his life. You know what I mean? I'll take.
Like the story I tell on Conan about the guy next to me on the airplane when the internet shuts down suddenly. There wasn't anybody next to me on that plane. That was me. The fact is, I was really upset that the internet shut down. I was livid. And then I caught myself and said, wait a minute, what are you upset about? This was incredible that this was possible even. And I started, it was kind of like an epiphany for me. I started seeing things differently, like realizing that when we get to a gate and they go, we need 10 minutes because the guy at the gate, the plane at our gate hasn't backed out yet. And I go, okay, come on. Like that was me. Let's go. why? It's actually not going to get me there quicker. It's not going to get, you know what I mean? Like I'm losing nothing. I just feel bad. But if you could just like take a breath and calm down and go, yeah, this is as good as they make these right now.
Yeah, of course. I'm terrified it's happening out.
Yeah.
But that's a motivating fear. That's pressure.
Yeah.
I like pressure. I learned that from Billie Jean King. Is
Billie
one
Jean
of my
King?
heroes. Yes, one
Really?
of my heroes. Yes. I remember as a kid watching a press conference with Billie Jean King and Bobby Riggs. She just sat there like this. And then they asked her, how do you feel when he says all this? And she smiled and she said, all it does is put a lot of pressure on me. And I love pressure. And she had this big smile on her face. She said, I love pressure. And I thought, I never forgot it. I thought, oh my God. How do you love, what does that mean? Like, I thought really carefully about that. She really did. She was like, come on, keep it coming. I love it. I love it. I want this pressure, because she knows how to turn pressure into hard work. She knows it motivates her. So that's the way I do it. I think, like I say out loud, I'll never do the same hour in a year. And then inside I'm going, oh
God, why did I say that?
Why did I say that? And then it pushes me.
Don't tape shit on your... Life is short. Life is very short. I like life. I like it. I feel like even if it ends up being short, I got lucky to have it, because life is an amazing gift when you think about what you get with a basic life. You get to be on Earth. First of all, oh my God, what a location. You get to be on Earth and look at as long as you're not blind or whatever it is. You get to be here. You get to eat food. You get to put bacon in your mouth. I mean, when you have bacon in your mouth, it doesn't matter who's president or anything. You just, Every time I'm eating bacon, I think I could die right now, and I mean it. That's how good life is.